Hey guys, welcome back to The Interceptor, and I'm back with a little bit of Alliance War 18. So today we are against Maide or Iron Maiden. They are another Platinum 1 Alliance, so about as good as us, and we're just going to see how we do. So today we are running Path 3 all through Path 2, and thing on this node is very, very hard, and you guys are going to see we're going to have a little bit of trouble with it. But the only real, there are only two real counters to this node, and they are Quake and Stealthy. Personally, I wanted to bring in Stealthy, but I have seen videos of players bringing in Quake, and that it has been going very well, and my Battleground leader actually suggested Quake. So I actually did do a little bit of asking around in the Quake chat, and they recommended that I start holding heavy on Quake around around 249 or 248. So that's what we're gonna try to do. But we're gonna bring in the same team as last war, which is Quake, Namor, and Guillotine, and we're just gonna see how we do on this first node. Very bad placement. One of the low power gain champs in the game, as long as we don't get a buff on us while we have a nullify up, we'll be completely safe. But this guy actually, since it's a mystic, we're doing pretty insane damage right now. He is going to get to a special one. I believe he's actually going to throw it off into us right before the fight is over, but there's absolutely nothing we can do about that. Now we're going to be playing heavy parry, just because I see that he has the nullify up. He actually throws off that L1, does a decent bit of damage, about a third of our health, but we were in absolutely no danger there. That was literally the best that fight can possibly go. That was pretty much a perfect fight. So now we are up against this thing in Section 2. They didn't actually place one on the first node. Also, going into this war, we are currently 1-1, and I have 2 deaths, so I'm averaging 1 death per war. Trying to get that down as far as I can, but I've gotten some pretty BS matchups, and as of right now, we've finished 5 wars as of the damn recording this, and I've died at least 1 or 2 more times after this war. So yeah, we're going into this fight. I keep it in my head, 249 or 248. So now we get it down to 248, and I did actually start charging on 248, so that is fine as long as I keep it up. This first cycle was going well, but I am actually going to mess up right here, take a combo. So from this point, the fight is lost already. If you do a cycle and he doesn't throw his L1 instantly and he already has it, you're dead. And now he just starts spamming heavies in the corner. And then we actually get off a full cycle there, but he throws the L1 instantly out of it, which is pretty unlucky, but we do end up dying there. In hindsight, I did make one mistake, which was I missed the heavy cycle on the first set around 20 seconds into the fight, and he actually unfortunately did a 5-hit combo against me. Other than that, there's literally no possible way I could have played that fight any better. I think the only thing I could have done was learn how to fully evade his heavy in the corner with my evade dexterity, but I actually don't know how to do that. I don't even know if it's possible to do it. So yeah, we ended up dying. We're going to go right back into Quake. This time I'm going to try it a little early. So you see I started charging heavy off the start of the fight. So the plan here is to go parry heavy. This strategy will work. It's just a little bit awkward. What we're betting on is, because you can't start the heavy right off the start of the fight, we're going to try to either get a parry or get them stunned at the same time as me. So even though I'll be stunned, they'll be stunned for longer, so we actually won't get affected by it. That will slow down the fight, but it'll make it a little bit safer. So now this heavy cycle is going to bring him pretty low. And now that we are close to getting stunned ourselves, we're going to go parry heavy. We perfectly timed the parry heavy. And now he is dead. So that is the way to properly do that fight. Since I did that, I actually posted this clip in the Quake chat, and they, despite what they said recommending 248 or 249, they now recommend 251. So next time I take that matchup, I'm going to try starting the heavy on 251, which actually isn't as hard as you might think. And now that we are up against this Voodoo, this is a very, very bad placement as far as diversity. This is one of the most diversity placements I could possibly think of. This is a decently hard node if you place someone like Thing on it. Honestly, I think this might have been better to put Thing on this node rather than the one before. It doesn't really matter. They got a kill out of it, right? So, yeah. We're going in with Guillotine, and the plan here is just to pick up that charge, finish the fight with my special 3. Voodoo has a very low health pool, and as long as he keeps throwing those L1s, this is going to be an extremely safe fight. We want to push to that L2 though. Oh, I didn't actually. But yeah, you usually want to push to L2 because they're equally easy to bait out. But now we're going to go in for a 5-hit combo. I don't believe this pushes to the 5%. Yeah, so we're going to go for one more combo after this. Now that he is at 3%, we're able to throw our special 3. Still at 99%, pretty much a perfect fight. Only way I could have done this fight a little better is maybe pushing to that L2 that one time while he was in his Fury phase, because he would have thrown it instantly and I could have dexed it back. So that fight goes down there. I actually had path 1 and path 3 clear before I went in. So 8 hours before this, which was approximately 1:30 a.m., the guy on path 1 hadn't cleared yet. So I told him, dude, I'm taking Sentinel and the next node. Can you please clear this soon? And he said, yeah. But he didn't end up clearing it until around 5 a.m. my time because he's in a different time zone than me. So there's absolutely nothing I could have done about this. So this node is actually going to be Buffet, and Quake's one of the best options for Buffet in the whole game. It's like her, Thing, and then like Warlock maybe, or Archangel if they're not poison or bleed immune. But all you have to do with Quake is get 1 dex to activate the Buffet, and then just dex again anytime in the fight before the timer has reset for Buffet. And as long as you never contact the opponent, which is the Quake style of playing, you actually never ever get to trigger Buffet again. So, and with normal Quaking, since you're going heavy dash back, heavy dash back, you're actually not giving Sentinel charges. I don't know where he got that 4 charges from, but it doesn't really matter because he's down in just 1 minute. So very bad placement, to be honest. Probably the best placement on this node in the entire game is Mysterio, because you can't Quake Mysterio on that node, but someone like Warlock or Corvus could wipe him very easily. So this is a little flashback to last war where we took this guy on node 55. This is actually the same exact nodes. The only difference is that this is Power Lock 1, so we won't be able to get to our special 3. So we kept going for the intercept to start off the fight here, and I am going to mess up later in this fight, I believe. But as far as the fight goes so far, all we really want to do is not throw our specials. As long as we just bait out heavies, push to special 2, there's really nothing in this fight that can mess us up. This is nowhere near as hard as the other node 55, mostly because you get that extra regen, which more than counteracts our poison suicides. So there, in hindsight, I shouldn't have gone for that 5-hit combo. That hit against his block. That was a mistake. That was instinctual because that's always what I do when the opponent refuses to come at me so I can parry them, and that's what he did in that moment. So here we're trying to get back to our L1 so we can get the healing, but unfortunately we trigger Imperious Rex from the bleeds not activating. So we don't actually get to our L1, so now we're just going to wait out until we get 0 power. So you see I hold back here until Imperious Rex is gone. We're going to get back to our SP1 so we can heal a bit. But as far as time goes, we are 80 seconds into this fight. He's at 25%. I'm feeling very confident about this fight, even though I'm at 15% health. All I need to do is not eat an L1 or an L2, and this fight is in the bag. So now that we got a massive trigger on the reverberation, he was about 2.2 bars of power. We are reflecting back roughly the same damage that we're dealing, so all we need is 2 more combos and he goes down 75 hits. So that's actually going to be the end of the war for me. I was supposed to take more fights on the right side, but we had another fellow Quaker, you guys may know him, Karate Mike, who went in and cleared out those 2 fights, so great job to him. Kind of wanted those fights because Quake didn't really get much action this war, but no problem. I don't mind. Someone else takes it. They didn't die. I have absolutely no problem with that. So now we won the war, luckily, which was great. I believe we died 17 times. I can't be 100% sure. I think it was around 17. But that's going to be the end of this video. As of the time I recorded this, leaderboards were not live. They are live right now, which means that you guys are going to be able to see our ranking after War 4. So that is going to be it. I hope you guys enjoyed. So that makes us 2-1 off the season, on the season, and we are actually at 3 deaths at the moment. Again, our target is 7 or less. Like last season we got 7. The season before, I believe we only got 2 deaths. So that's going to be it. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys in the next